I guess he didn't like my mole joke. Oh my God, he's killing me.
Sean, why are we doing this exercise?
Speed, power, strength, conditioning. That's the way to do it. There is no limit. Always start. 9, 10, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. 1/3 to go. Ah, come on.
1, 2, 1.
Problem is not the first one. After the first one, there's a second one. There's a third one. That's when the burn starts to kick in. And then we got two options. We quit, or we keep going. So you always go for option 2.
I believe only God. I believe only my family, my team. My team support me. My friends support me. My God help me and support. I'm long tongue in my life. Listen, hey, it's not possible. No, don't try. Don't go this. Don't go this. I will do it.
He beat AJ twice. He beat Tyson Fury twice, and now he beat Dubois twice. That's crazy.
No, it's incredible.
Those are two of the best, like, of this era. I think he's one of the best of all time. I really do. I think he's one of the best heavyweights of all time.
This is exercise, help me win. This is exercise, help me win. Work, 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 work.
Undisputed cruiserweight world champion, undisputed heavyweight world champion, just a phenomenal fighter.
He's on the list of the greatest of all time in all the ways that define greatness. He knew his greatest asset was his ability to find a way to win. I'm just talking about it. The core that makes him great is his character. His greatest strength is his character.
You're in trouble! The big fella! The Gypsy King! Whoa! Fury is down!
You don't box this guy. Unbelievable great. He's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali. He might not of the last generation. We have to give him the credit where he's due. He is that guy.
AJ! The ropes! Do you believe this? Has Oleksandr Usyk become the heavyweight champion?
For me, mistake, it's not bad. For me,
I think this is one of those crossovers that right place, right time, right person from the other side coming to Usyk. And I think we're in a world right now in combat sports where we are really happy about this compared to some other fights where maybe it was a boxer against a much lesser, whether it was influencer or a much older MMA fighter, whatever it is. I think that the eyes on all these, and I love that MVP is doing their thing and giving another platform, another option for people. You know, without that, you know, like Rico turned down Derek Lewis for whatever reason, didn't work out. But then look at this, he has an opportunity to co-main event and Francis. How many guys say that they turned down Francis to go fight the best boxer in heavyweight history, right? Like, we're in a very interesting landscape right now, especially for heavyweight in combat sports where we can see these type of fights. And of all those, if you want to call them stunts, circus fights, Chael, I think you would agree, this one is not a circus fight. This one will be more competitive than people expect because, yeah, you are tying his legs together, but the guy can box.
When it comes to the showdown between Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven, the experts aren't rushing to call it, and that hesitation is exactly what's feeding the hype.
So, Rico, when Chael asked you about the contract, you mentioned that you have the option. Say you go out there, not that this is completely out of control, and you go out there and win, does Usyk not have that automatic rematch clause? Because I have to imagine if this fight, when this fight happens, not if, it's obviously happening, and this thing is as competitive as it gets, regardless of who wins, especially with the state of heavyweights, regardless of combat sports right now. Like the world needs the heavyweights to shine. And we know that you do in your perspective sport. We know he does. Could this be an ongoing, rematch trilogy series if the fight is close pending on? I look at your smile. I got to imagine that's been discussed as well, right?
Not from my side, to be honest. Like in my contract, there's no fixed thing in it to have a fixed rematch with Usyk. But maybe it is in his contract. I don't know. But let's like I said, let's wait and see. And to be honest, I think for 95 or maybe even 99% of the world, this is a tune-up fight for him. He's just let's see if he wants to warm up and get ready for something else again. So yeah, I'm here. I'm putting in all the work, and like I said, what an opportunity I have to showcase my skills on the highest level. So for me, it's just now transitioning into boxing, making that switch and turn into a professional boxer.
Can you stop beating us up?
No. Usyk's call, how he wants to go about. He gets hit standing straight up. He's not easy to miss, to be honest. He's right in front of you. It's going to be up to him. What's his chances? I think slim and none, to be honest.
Experts keep circling around the same unanswered questions. The elite footwork, sharp hand speed, and high-level IQ of Oleksandr Usyk against the size, pressure, and world-class striking Rico Verhoeven brings from an entirely different system. But it's not just analysts fueling the debate anymore. Verhoeven himself has stepped in, and he isn't hesitating. He's made it clear he's walking into this fight with nothing but confidence in what he can do.
Right, Tone, your old foe, Oleksandr Usyk, is scheduled to fight Rico Verhoeven. I keep getting his name wrong, I think. May 23rd in Egypt. What's your initial thoughts on this, Tone?
He's been doing easy touch, hasn't he? For a while.
Oh, he fought you?
I don't want to say he's an easy touch. I think it'll be really interesting for about 6 or 7 minutes. I think 1 or 2 rounds. And then I think once he figures him out, because he's going to be an absolute nightmare to prepare for. He's going to be throwing punches from all kinds of mad angles. He's going to be doing things that he should never be doing. He'll be really awkward, really crazy for the first few rounds. And then I think he'll figure him out and then he'll punish him.
When asked about stepping into this fight without one of his deadliest weapons, his kicking game, Rico doesn't pause for even a second. Instead, he leans straight into the danger, almost like he's been waiting for it. He makes it sound like boxing isn't some new experiment, but something he's been sharpening for nearly 15 years. He takes it back to his early training days in the Netherlands, where he says he was thrown into high-level sparring with fighters connected to Tyson Fury's camp, proof that he could survive in the deep end. For Rico, it isn't about losing a weapon at all. It's about revealing a part of his game most people have never been allowed to see.
Okay, now, and let me ask you this, like your courage is kind of second to none. If people go and look at the record and the guys that you've stepped in there with, but this is a different challenge when they take your weapon away. They're literally holstering your legs and your kicker. When you look at that, is that concerning? Is that exciting? Or does that hurt your confidence? What is that like to go into a contest where they take one of your tools from you?
No, definitely not, because for a lot of people that don't know, I've been training boxing for the last, let's say, close to 15 years. So, back in the day, Tyson Fury was training here in the Netherlands, and they needed sparring partners. So that's how I got introduced to boxing on the highest level. So I came in as a sparring partner, and I just kept showing up. And we were with a group of kickboxers, and I think after 2 weeks, it was just me. So I was like, where is everybody? Yeah, they canceled, so it's just you. Oh man, I gotta go 12.
As he prepares for Usyk, Rico says the biggest spark right now is how different everything feels in camp. Even when you truly love a sport, doing the same patterns over and over can start to feel like routine. But once the rules shift, the whole grind suddenly feels alive again. With Peter Fury in his corner, the focus has flipped completely. No more kickboxing mindset, no more blending styles, just pure boxing. And Rico says the contrast is massive. He points out that a lot of people casually group MMA, boxing, and kickboxing into the same category, but to him they're worlds apart, each with its own tempo, habits, and way of building a fighter. That switch has reignited his mindset, and it's making this entire lead-up feel like something new.
When you look at Usyk, by the way, I've been able to do some different training too. Rico, and I gotta tell you, there's like this relief in it because no matter how much you like something or it's your favorite sport, it becomes mundane over time. And if you can mix it up, if you can just change one of the rules, sometimes it changes the training and it makes everything a little bit more fun, a little bit more fresh. Are you going through that? Like, are you experiencing that, getting ready for Usyk?
Yes, sir. 100%. 100%. Because my trainer, Peter Fury, is like so crazy excited now because he was teaching me boxing, but to kickbox. And now he's training boxing for me to box. So that's totally different. The stands are different. And it's the same. I understand for a lot of people when they think of MMA, boxing, and kickboxing, they think like, it's martial arts. It's fighting. It's all the same. No, guys, you know it's not the same. They're three totally different disciplines with their own style and their own training method.
And when he looks ahead to Usyk, Rico leaves no room for confusion. This is a pure boxing fight, nothing else. Even though the contract includes an option for multiple matches, he says he's willing to let the future unfold and isn't obsessing over what comes after. The negotiations, he claims, were simple and direct. At no point was there ever talk of Usyk stepping into kickboxing territory. So Rico knows exactly what kind of battlefield he's entering, and his entire focus stays locked on one thing, proving he belongs inside a boxing ring.
Let's go to Usyk. For example, you beat Usyk. Do you stay in boxing? I mean, it would almost feel like you have to. It would almost feel like you got to pass that opportunity to somebody else. But contractually, is that officially locked up? Have they locked you up for multiple matches?
Now we got the option. We got the option to do multiple matches, but I'm also open to do different things. So yeah, let's see what the future holds. Like, I'm open.
And Rico, was this negotiation ever a two-way street with like, was it, hey Rico, if you want to fight Usyk, you're coming over to boxing? Or was there a suggestion ever made to Usyk that he would have to do kickboxing?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It was definitely a boxing match.
With the contract finalized and everything centered on boxing, Rico doesn't hesitate to show respect where it's earned. He speaks about Usyk with real admiration, highlighting the grit, toughness, and the ability to overcome size disadvantages that make him such a dangerous opponent. And what makes it more interesting is that Rico sees those same traits in himself. Still, he doesn't pretend it's easy. He openly acknowledges the mountain in front of him, calling it an honor to step into the ring with one of the very best in the sport. A moment he claims he's been quietly preparing for years.